Hey guys, Adina here with Creative Lifestyles with Adina. I am going to share that you don't have to be a crafting genius to get creative and have fun. Halloween is here and it's time to decorate these pumpkins. So I'm going to show you a couple tips on how to paint a pumpkin and how to glitter a pumpkin with some decoupage and glitter. And of course this is a pumpkin I did with just some pages out of a book or maybe a magazine, and this is decoupaged as well. So I want to give you a couple tips. I like to use the Americana or the Deco Art paint, or any kind of craft paint is great. This is acrylic paint. I think it's perfect. It goes on pretty much every surface, but they also have a multi-surface paint, and then they also have the patio paint, which is great if you're gonna put them outside. Though I will tell you, I've used the acrylic paint and put those outside and it seems fine because they're not really gonna be in the rain or in the weather. So I'm gonna show you how to paint the pumpkin first. These are just the fake pumpkins, which you can get at any craft store. I like these because you can use them year round and you can change them up and do whatever you want with them. But you could also do this with a real pumpkin if you want to go get those as well, because then you can just toss them when you're done, and that's simple and easy. First step is to kind of figure out what you want to do. And what I think is cool about these pumpkins is that they're kind of measured out already, so it makes it really easy to do the striped pumpkin like this here. And you're just gonna, obviously we already have our orange, but I'm gonna do some green on here. I mean, look how simple that goes on. Now this is a different color green than the other one, but just to kind of give you an idea, look how easy that goes on. You're gonna maybe need one coat, maybe two coats. If you're gonna do two coats, make sure that it dries in between, about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how thick that first coat is. Usually it dries pretty quick. By the time you get all the way around the pumpkin, it'll be dry. And let me go ahead and finish this up here. So then you're gonna add another color. Let's see, maybe we'll add white to it. So let's put this in here. It's really just kind of make it your own. Have fun with it. This is a great project for kids to keep them busy, especially on the weekends or when school's done. Get them excited about Halloween. Look how easy that goes on. You could use a small brush. This is a sponge brush that I'm using. Now with the white, it looks like I'm probably gonna have to put 2 layers on here. But look how simple that is. And then maybe we'll add a little orange, or here, let's add a little black to the next one. I just think the colors are great on these pumpkins. You could even add some glitter to the top of this pumpkin, like I did on this one here. And that's just with decoupage, or you could even just paint it and then add the glitter. It goes on really simple. And what's great is that you can put these on the table as a centerpiece, or you could put them outside to decorate your front door with, or maybe for trick-or-treating, you could add them to the front door. Give the kids something fun to look at when they come by. Or another idea is this would make a great hostess gift if you're going somewhere for Halloween. But if you're just staying home like a lot of us are, and now let's go ahead and add a little bit of orange here. Even though the pumpkin is orange, you could change it up with a different color of orange, or you could just leave it if you want. Now I used kind of a brighter orange here, which is really what this one that I'm putting on here is. And all of these tips, guys, are on my website, creativelifestyles.tv. I also show a lot of this on my social media. It's at Adina Anderson. Really simple to find me. You could just click and find tips from me on different Halloween. You can see behind me, I have my can knockdown game where I made the mummies and the kitty cats and the witch, and then I have these little ghost lights over here. I don't know if you can see those. And then this little pumpkin, this is a fun little golf game that you could make. I just got one of the styrofoam pumpkins, and I cut the mouth out and the eyes out and put a little felt at the bottom, and then just get some little plastic golf balls, stick it outside. It's a fun game for the kids. So look how simple and pretty that is. So we're gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna show you how to glitter a pumpkin. Okay, now that we've got this one painted all the way around, I'm gonna set it aside and let that dry before we put the second layer on. And I'm gonna show you how fun it is to decoupage glitter onto a pumpkin. Now I know some people don't like glitter. I love glitter. I love to glitter everything. If I could glitter everything, I would. I don't think my family would appreciate that because we do have a lot of glitter hanging around this house just because of all the projects that I do. Because I love glitter. I love it. All right, so this is a simple, absolutely simple craft. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to section out your pumpkin because you can't decoupage the whole thing and then glitter it because it does dry really quick. You're going to hear barking, guys. You guys know I have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and they are playing right now, having a blast. So I'm going to let them play while I play here. So I'm just going to, you see I glittered a little bit at the top to show you, and I'm going to go over that as well. And that's one tip I have. Once you've glittered your pumpkin or whatever you're decoupaging with glitter, you're gonna let it dry about 24 hours and then go back over it with some decoupage. That will seal the glitter. Decoupage dries clear. It has a gloss and a matte. I love this brand because it works really good on pretty much anything I've ever decoupaged. And they have different textures, which I'll do a video on the different textures of decoupage sometime, because they have it for paper, for plastic, for dishwasher safe. They have matte, they have gloss. They have quite a variety of different decoupage products. So here's my glitter. I love this green glitter. You can see I bought it in the big container here. And so all you're gonna do, now I would suggest doing this over a plate and have fun with it, or over maybe some craft paper would be another great tip, because you don't want to waste the glitter. It's not a one and done. You're gonna do this and then you're gonna put that glitter right back in the container so that you can reuse it. But look how simple that goes on. Don't you love this? I know you're gonna go out and glitter everything now. So let me finish the bottom here. And I'm gonna glitter this whole pumpkin. I'm gonna put this outside because I think my neighbors would love to see the glitter, right? So let's go to another section. And you don't have to let it dry before you go to the next section. Just be careful, maybe sponge it close to it, because you're gonna end up getting glitter on your paintbrush, and you don't wanna have a lot of glitter in your decoupage, just in case you use it for something else. You don't wanna have everything with a green, well, maybe I do, everything with your green glitter, but maybe you don't want everything with your green glitter. So let me go ahead and put this on. And like I said, this is such a simple craft. Like, you could do an afternoon of pumpkin decorating, you know, not just carving pumpkins, but maybe get the kids together or maybe some friends together and have a day of it, have some lunch or whatever. But this is just a fun project to do. I have on my blog 10 different ways to decorate a pumpkin. So make sure you check that out, creativelifestyles.tv. I know I have more than 10 ways, but there's 10 ways on that blog. Okay, look at that. Look, we have half of it done almost. How simple and easy. Now you could, once it dries, go over it again. Maybe there's some spots that you missed, but make sure it dries first before you do that. That way that the glitter goes on a lot easier. So I'm going to show you, because we have quite a bit of glitter here already, that all I do is I just put it right back in here. Now this table that I'm on, this is kind of my crafting table. Look, I got decoupage on it right there. I would put some paper down, maybe if you're on your regular dining room table, which, yeah, this is my dining room table, but we really don't eat at this table. So this is kind of where I just do all my stuff. I do have my coffee at my table. You guys will get to know I love coffee. I have 9 different coffee makers because I'm always looking for that best cup of coffee. I would love to hear what your favorite kind of coffee is, especially in the fall. I love the caramel mochas in the fall. Trying to stay good and maybe just have some non-fat milk. But I know everybody's about the pumpkin spice. I like it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I like my caramel and my mocha, which I do have at my coffee bar. This was my quarantine creation. I know we all talk about what did you do during quarantine. This is what I did. I created my own coffee bar so that I could enjoy coffee anytime without having to leave the house. So let's go ahead and put some more glitter on here. I know I'm making a mess, but my family is used to it. That's why I do it on this table, because then it's easy cleanup. This table, I got this table, I don't know, I did a TV segment many moons ago when I first bought this house, and I wanted to create a beautiful dining room, and I got this table from a company, gosh, I can't remember who it was, and I didn't like the top of it, and I had redone my kitchen counters, so I took the little granite-like process and I did it to this table as well. So this is really a craft table. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and finish this up. Do a little section here. And our other pumpkin is almost ready to do the second layer. So I'm gonna finish this guy up. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna do, this is another process you could do. You could do the whole top of it, kind of like how I had it when you guys first saw it. Just this little area here. Because I wanna show you how simple and easy this is. But if you've never decoupaged, definitely do a section at a time because it does dry pretty quick. And don't be shy with your decoupage. Don't go all gloopy on it. You don't want it like thick or anything, but you do want a good layer. So hopefully you guys can see what I have. See, you want a nice layer on there so that when you're adding the glitter, it's gonna stick and it's not gonna be, you're not gonna have a lot of holes. So you, in your glitter, in your decoupaging, you wanna make sure it's nice and thick on there. But look how cute that is. See, so that way you could still see some of the orange of the pumpkin. I'm gonna leave that like that so you guys can see that. But there's so many different ways to decorate pumpkins, especially with these plastic pumpkins. And there's a history with me with these plastic pumpkins. This plastic pumpkin here, or styrofoam pumpkin, whatever you want to call it, is the reason I do TV. Funny story, I used to work at Michael's Arts and Crafts many moons ago. I was their district event manager. So I handled all the events that we had at the local store, and then I also handled some other stores. I got glitter everywhere. I love it. And I had a TV station come in one day when these pumpkins first came out. So that tells you how many years ago it was. And they said, hey, would you like to come on our morning show and decorate those pumpkins, those new styrofoam pumpkins? And I was like, sure, why not? Well, that turned into another show and then another show. And I've been doing TV for 17 years now. Can you believe it? 17 years, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna let that dry and we're gonna do our second layer on this pumpkin so I can show you that. So while this pumpkin is drying here, I'm gonna finish this one that we started. So we're gonna put our second layer on, and it's dried for about 10 minutes or so. And let's see, we have our black here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that. Now the black, really you don't need a second layer, but I'm gonna go ahead and add, like do some little touch up in certain areas, kind of get my lines nice. Because remember, everybody's gonna see this, right? No, never ever do crafting in the hopes to impress somebody else, because you know what crafting is? Crafting is all about what you want it to be, what you want to make it. That's why I always say you don't have to be a crafting genius to get creative and have fun. So we're going to put the second layer on here. Look how pretty that starts looking. When you get that second layer on there, especially with the white, look how pretty. And once we get this done, I'm going to show you, well, I've already showed you how to decoupage the glitter, right? And you're going to do that to the top of it just for a little added touch. You could maybe do an orange glitter, which I have a lot of that somewhere around this house. I probably have a whole craft store in this house because I love crafting. And I've been doing it for quite a while, so I accumulate. I think I counted one time I have like 12 glue guns. Glue guns and coffee makers, that's what I have a lot of, right? I'll do a blog on different kind of glues too, or video on different kinds of glues and what they're best for. You'd be surprised how many types of glue are out there. And I also have some good tips on when you're using a glue gun, how to be safe, especially for the kiddos, because you know the kiddos want to get out there and craft and have fun as well. And again, you don't have to be perfect with your lines. You don't see, look, it's a pumpkin. It's fun. It's Halloween. It's all about just having fun. Now with the orange, I will say, I think I'm going to probably need 3 coats. Maybe, well, no, maybe 2 coats. Just cover up this little spot of green here. And if the orange doesn't cover the green, then take the green and cover the orange. Whatever you need to do. I'd love to hear what your favorite part of Halloween is. Mine is crafting, of course, but also just how excited everybody gets. You know, it's the beginning of the holidays. Well, technically my birthday in September is the beginning of the holidays for me. But when my birthday is over, that's when I know the holidays are beginning. That's when the fall is my favorite season. I absolutely love fall. And I love all the leaves and the coffees and just all the cool weather. I'm not a hot weather person, though I do live in Texas now, but I am from Michigan. But I just do not appreciate the hot weather like some people do. So I crave fall. I would usually be out traveling right now, maybe up in Montana or Colorado or something, enjoying fall up there. Look at that. How simple was that? Now, just to add a little bit to the top, we're going to decoupage. Probably going to get some paint on me, but that's okay because it's water-based. It's washable. I'll go ahead and hold it right here. I'm gonna put a little decoupage on here, get it in there and nice and thick. But how pretty is this pumpkin? And I wanted to finish this for you guys during the video. I know during my TV segments, I don't always get to finish a project, but that's what's fun about doing my own videos. I get to finish the project. How cool is that? Okay, so I'm gonna take my 2 green spots here, and I'm gonna take my glitter. Now your glitter may stick to the paint, so technically I would tell you to wait till the pumpkin dries before you do the glitter part, but I wanna show you how simple it was. And this project maybe takes, well, if you put 2 layers, it could take about 30 minutes or so. But, you know, 30 minutes of fun crafting, especially with the kiddos, right? And if there's some glitter on there that you don't want, let it dry and then you can kind of pick it off. It comes off really simply. But look how pretty your pumpkin can be. This is fun. I gotta tell you, putting glitter on things, the fall, the Halloween, just have fun, guys. Get creative, have fun. Thanks for joining me, Creative Lifestyles with Adina. Remember, my blog is creativelifestyles.tv, and on social media, it's @Adina Anderson. Bye, guys. See you soon.